Hey TMFG community, John Yapanetti here with Carlo Cancino. In today's episode of Ask TMFG, we're going to be tackling the question, should I take CPP now or should I wait until future years? If you do enjoy our content, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We love doing these videos for you. In today's episode of Ask TMFG, we're going to be asking the age-old question, should you take CPP now or should you wait till future years? There's a couple of factors to run through to help guide your decision, so I'm going to hand it over to Carlo and he can get us started. Carlo?
Thanks, John. To take CPP or not to take CPP? That is the question. Now, we get this question all the time from clients. Should we take CPP early or should we not? The thing is, there's no right or wrong answer. The reason why people are asking this question is because we're given the option. And the options present disadvantages and benefits. Now, it's up to you to weigh those disadvantages versus the benefits to come up with your answer. So what we'll do today is just provide you with things to consider in order to make that decision. Now, the first thing to consider is your life expectancy. Now, obviously, we don't know your mortality date or when you're going to be leaving this earth. If we did, then making the decision about taking the CPP early at age 60 or deferring to age 70, it'd be a simple mathematical formula. But we don't know that date, so all we can do is work with assumptions. So what I thought I'd show you is the amount you would receive at age 60, 65, or 70, and determine what the numbers look like given different time ranges. So here we are on the screen, and let's just assume that this pensioner is taking their CPP in 2022 at 60, 65, or 70. So taking it at 60 would be $800 a month, taking it at 65 would be $1,250 a month, and taking it at age 70 would be the equivalent of $1,700 a month. Now, if you take it early, at age 65, you would have received approximately $48,000 of CPP. People at age 65 or 70 wouldn't have received anything. Fast forward another 5 years to age 70, somebody who took it early would have received $96,000 worth of CPP. If you took it at age 65, you would have received $75,000 of CPP. And at age 70, nothing still. Fast forward another 4 years. Taking it early gets you $135,000 of CPP. Now that's a break even for people at age 65. You would have received the same amount of CPP benefit as somebody who took it at age 60 by the time you reach age 74. And then we fast forward another 7.5 years. Somebody who took it at age 60 would have received $206,000. At age 65, you would have received $250,000. And if you took it at age 70, you would have received approximately the same $246,000. So again, the math is easy when you look at specific dates. The problem is we just don't know when we're going to pass away. Another thing to think about is the survivor benefit. You contribute all these years into CPP, and once you pass away, hopefully your spouse that survives you will get a portion of what you've been contributing. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Let's assume that both spouses have been eligible for maximum CPP. There is a formula that comes up with a survivor benefit, but what is a guarantee is that the survivor will, if they're receiving maximum CPP, will not receive any additional survivor benefit to receive more than what an individual would be eligible for. So again, life expectancy is something to consider when making the decision of whether to take CPP early or not. Number 2, cash flow. How much are your living expenses? Do you have enough cash flow from other income sources to satisfy what your ongoing expenses are? Do you perhaps have a bridge benefit from a pension that you've already started receiving? All of those things can factor into whether or not you take that additional CPP payment at a reduced amount prior to age 65. Number 3, what other income sources do you have? Is it from an investment portfolio, which is not a guaranteed source? Is it from another pension plan that is a guaranteed source? One of the things that you should be thinking about is that reduction in CPP from age 60 to 65. The number of the reduction is 0.6% per month prior to your 65th birthday. The longer you delay it from your 60th birthday on to 65, you get a guaranteed increase. And it can be quite lucrative. Every single year that you delay from age 60 to 65 is a guaranteed 7.2% increase to your CPP benefit. Now, if we look at it from the standpoint of your investment portfolio, can you guarantee that your investment portfolio will grow 7.2% every single year from age 60 to 65? If you can't guarantee that, then it might be a good idea to defer taking your CPP until age 65. And lastly, number 4, will you be working when you decide to take your CPP benefit? So if you decide to work there and continue to pay into CPP, you can receive a post-retirement benefit. And what that does, and the people that are eligible for it are people between the ages of 60 and 70 and working. People from 60 to 65 must pay into CPP and earn post-retirement benefit. Recipients age 65 to age 70 can choose whether or not they continue to pay into CPP. And what that post-retirement benefit is, it increases your following year's retirement or CPP benefit depending on how much you've been able to contribute. And typically the maximum is 1/40th of what the maximum CPP benefit is for an individual. So the question to take CPP or not is very individual. It has everything to do with your situation, and these are 4 things that you should consider before making that decision and making sure that it makes sense for your situation.
Thank you, Carlo. A lot of great points that you had made there, and it all sticks to the same common theme that every situation is different. Some of these factors may be applicable to you, and that may drive your decision to maybe take CPP early or delay. The important thing to know is that it's entirely up to you, and we as planners are here to help you through that decision. So if this is something you're contemplating, book a meeting with your advisor, schedule a call, and get that sorted out sooner rather than later, and it'll only help you in your retirement going forward. That's another episode of Ask TMFG for today. Remember, if you do enjoy the content, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm John Iaconetti.
I'm Carlo Piancino.
And this has been Ask TMFG.